Exploring VisualStudio.net. VisualStudio.net, or VS.net, is just like an editor provided by Microsoft to help developers to write .NET programs more easily. VS.net Editor allows developers to drag and drop controls to a form, and also provides shortcuts to compile and build the application. Here we'll not cover all the Visual Studio features. We will discuss the most commonly used features of VS.net. Now let's see how to open Visual Studio.net 2003 and how to use the components of Integrated Development Environments, otherwise known as IDE. First off, go to the Start menu and click All Programs. Click Microsoft Visual Studio.net 2003 and click Microsoft Visual Studio.net 2003. Now we are in Microsoft Development Environment Start page. Click New, or go to File menu to open a new project. If you want to open an existing project, then you would just click the Open button, or go to File and click Open and Project. Now then, let's start with a new project. Go to File and click New and Project, and it will show you a new project wizard. Select the type of project in Project Type and select ASP.NET Web Application in the Template column. Finally, give a name for your application, and then click OK. Now then, it is connecting with IIS to create a virtual memory for your application. If you want to check whether your application is connected with IIS or not, go to the Start menu and click the Run option, and type INETMGR. This will then open an Internet Information Service window. Click Websites and Default Website. You can find your application getting connected with IIS. So let's move on to IDE. By default, IDE contains Web Form, Toolbox and Solution Explorer, and the Properties windows. Toolbox contains various controls categorized under Web Forms, Data, and HTML, and the Solution Explorer window, which contains supporting files for your application. Properties window contains various properties for each window. If you want to add new form, go to the Project menu and click Add Forms. Give a name for the form and then click the Open button. You can run the project by clicking the Start button or simply by hitting the F5 key. Now in the next lesson, we're going to see how to handle the controls. Working with Solution Explorer. In simple terms, the Solution Explorer displays the various files and folders included in our project. This Solution Explorer window is located on the top right corner of VS.net, and it displays your solution, all the projects included in each solution, and a list of files in the project. They are listed in the tree format. By clicking Reference option, you can get a list of namespace. In upcoming lessons, we'll discuss about namespaces. Right-clicking on the project name opens up a menu, and this menu contains various options for adding new files and folders, adding existing files or folders. Similarly, right-clicking on a file or folder also displays a menu with different options. Now we will learn about these as we work on our project. The default setting of IDE uses the Solution Explorer window in Auto Hide mode. It means that when we move the mouse outside the Solution Explorer window, the window will hide. To make the Solution Explorer window visible again, we need to move the mouse on the Solution Explorer tab in the IDE. Now then, in the next lesson, we're going to see how to handle the toolbox and its controls. How to handle the controls. We can easily handle the controls in ASP.NET. Here, we're going to discuss how to place web controls and how to set properties to the controls. Open a new project with Default Web Form. Click Web Form and go to Properties. We can hide the grid structure of Web Form by changing the Show Grid property to False. Now then, if you want to change the color of web form, click BG Color Property, and it will open a color picker window. Select any color, and then click OK. Go to Toolbox, and then double-click the label control, drag it, and place it on the web form such as this. Go to Properties window and change the ID property. If you want to display any message on label control, then click the text property and change the text content. You can also change the background or border color of label control by changing it like this. If you want to change the size of label control, click on the control and drag it such as this. Go to Toolbox and click Image Button Control. It also is a button control, but the only difference is it contains image property, which is not available in button control. We can also get the Properties window by pressing the F4 key. Click Image URL Property and click Browse to select the particular image. Select the image and then click OK. If you want to set the tooltip for any of your controls, click the Control and press F4 to get the Properties window. Select Tooltip Properties and give tips for your control. Go to Debug menu and click Start option to run the project. We can also run the project by pressing the F5 key. When you run the project, it will communicate with the Internet Information Service, as we know to be IIS, which is responsible for hosting pages, scripts, multimedia files, and serves them using HTTP protocol. Just place the cursor on the control, and it will show the tooltip at the bottom of the cursor.